Guys, welcome to the video. I will be obviously having quite a few people actually quite keen to hear the sound of this car, as the title states. Basically straight piping my M3. Now, you can be technical with it, but bottom line is, it's going to be turbo back to the back box. So, you know, there's a lot of silencers and stuff removed in the process. Now, I've heard an F80 M3 with a single mid-pipe in person, and it does sound pretty loud. I've also heard an M4 with downpipes, but it was a non-com, but it just sounded really quiet. I think it had like a tune in it, but it just sounded dead quiet. So I'm not really over the moon with the expectation of the downpipes, but I have gone for an equal length mid-pipe, so that obviously allows more refinement in the sound, and it kind of makes it sound a bit like an RB26. So let's see. I'm really excited because this is one of the things that I've always wanted to do to this car as soon as I bought it, because stock, they sound shit. I don't care what anyone says, they're just not fun, they don't sound good. So this hopefully will fix that issue and bring a lot more excitement in the car. I will attach a cold start video with the stock exhaust. I'll also get some revs before we put the exhaust on at Bath Motorsport, and then yeah, get the afters, see the reaction, see all of his reaction, because he's driven the car before with obviously stock exhaust, and it's not going to make it more powerful, but it's going to be more exciting at least. So let's see how we get on, and yeah, I am literally on the way now to pick up Oliver. Well, we are probably late, so it is what it is. But yeah, catch you in the next clip. Now, I should mention at this point, one of the lads that was working there was actually pulling the car in, and as you'll probably see in the next clip, the incline to the garage was very steep, and I was a little bit nervous with the brand new splitter. I did not want to get it smashed, however, we managed to get it in. This is the new shiny equal length, and this is the terrible rusty exhaust system. When you're ready, Will. So we're just in the waiting room, and it's a miniature. Can't complain at that, can you? What a sick waiting room. And that's when the fun stops. So Baha, what's the current state of affairs? So it was going great, and then sudden switch of events here. So we've gone for a little break, come back. The guy was in a massive huff, saying that the car's going to take longer than they anticipated. They gave me the time slots, I told them what needs to be done on the car. Now they're saying I need to return back to the car for 8 o'clock, and the guy is far from happy, so we'll go back home for now. Just to clarify on the previous clip, I was told that I needed to bring the car at 1:30 p.m. It was going to take a few hours to get the exhaust fitted, and I'll be on my way. Now, the guy said that we needed to leave the car overnight for him to carry on the work and pick it up tomorrow morning. Now, I couldn't do that for two reasons. One, I don't know how safe the place is to leave my expensive car there, and two, drive the car to work. So I could not leave it overnight, because it would have meant that I couldn't get to work the next day. Now, that left him very, very upset, and it just gets kind of worse from here as a customer experience. Let me explain. So the car's been left here. This is the second fuck up today of this place. It's a bit sticky. I've left my key on the wheel, and I don't know how long it's been here. And the key is there, you can see it hanging off the rear wheel. It's not good. But let's fucking fire it. Very safe, that. So load on. Ready?
Balls? Wow.
That is ridiculous. That is fucking loud. Drop down in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think to the sound of the car. I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I just wish I did this sooner. What I wish I did not do, however, is take it to the particular garage. So disappointed with the service. I've been so keen to go down and see these guys. I've been watching their social media for a long time. Few people I know have used them and they've never had any issues with the actual work carried out. And props to them. Their workmanship is fantastic. But the service for me was shit. The fact that when I contacted them initially, I said I want to come down and record, and they were happy for me to do so. And on the day they said we couldn't due to health and safety, which I understood. I was also understanding of the fact that no one wants to stay behind and do a late shift. So I get the fact that they were pretty upset that I don't want to leave my car overnight. I completely respect that. But the fact that when we turned up at 8, everything was shut. We was waiting for about 30 minutes and couldn't get hold of anybody. Then we got the payment link and got a text to say the car's around the corner with the key on the wheel. We drove around, absolutely no security, no nothing. The car was just left there with the key on the wheel. Anybody could have walked around the car, admiring it, spotted the keyring hanging off the wheel, could have jumped in it, started it up, drove into the sunset, and I would never see my M3 again. So for me, that was pretty terrible. I left my pride and joy in safe hands, or I thought I did. Leaving my car on the side of the road was just not it, and no communication either. Very disappointed with that. I wouldn't take my car there again. It's one of those things. It's a shame because the workmanship is fantastic, but the fact that my pride and joy was left there unsecure, I was so frustrated with that. I would never go there again. And even now, trying to get hold of my original exhaust, proving to be a very difficult challenge. So all I want to say to you guys is, firstly, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And secondly, make sure you take your cars to safe places and stay with them if you can. Catch you in the next video. Peace.